President Goodluck Jonathan hails PDP government in Akwa Ibom State. People of all races throng Uyo for inauguration of State Stadium Complex. Rich cultural heritage of Akwa Ibom showcased. We have details shortly. Very good morning to you and welcome to our news at dawn. My name is Augusta Essien. President Goodluck Jonathan says the completion of the 30,000-seater Akwa Ibom Stadium Complex is a pointer to the fact that the PDP government in the state is paying close attention to the yearnings and aspirations of Akwa Ibom people. President Jonathan bared his mind after cutting the tape and unveiling the ceremonial plaque to inaugurate the state stadium. Correspondent Idema Sanganye tells us more.
Describes as a major industry that employs young people, noting that provision of infrastructure and world-class facilities will enable the nation to groom future stars and key into the multi-million-dollar industry. The president paid tributes to the great improvements in infrastructure in Akwa Ibom State and also paid tributes to Governor Akpabio's hard work, vision, and commitment to progress in Akwa Ibom.
Changes dispensation and the governor, the man of great principle, great ideas, and total commitment to the development of Akwa Ibom State. He has shown transformational leadership, and of course, he has been doing great things in this state.
In a goodwill message, President John Dramani Mahama of the Republic of Ghana, who also spoke the minds of his Ivorian counterpart Alassane Ouattara, described the stadium dubbed Nest of Champions as a landmark and one of the best stadia in Africa.
For the commissioning of this great landmark.
I don't know you. Please let's just go to my shot.
Governor Godswill Akpabio described the stadium as a gift to the sporting world and a continental treasure. Governor Akpabio, who described sports as the fastest growing industry the world over, with a turnover of $150 billion yearly, said sports is an industry Nigeria as a developing country can no longer ignore. Chief Akpabio pointed out that the difference between the sports stars in the Western world and their African counterparts is lack of early exposure to world-class facilities. Argued that they need to bridge the gap informed the construction of the stadium. He challenged Akwa Ibom youths that the state expects an era of sports renaissance with the inauguration of Akwa Ibom Stadium Complex.
If the challenge I give for you, I must tell the youth of Akwa Ibom State. We are going to the of responsible to you today with this Nest of Champions. I hope we will say that Mr. Governor, let us go on at once and protest, for we are able to overcome. Though there is Ronaldo, though there is Messi, though there is Mayweather and the Serena in the land, Akwa Ibom children are on the way.
Earlier, the prelate Emeritus Methodist Church Nigeria, His Eminent Sunday Kofimbang, had said the prayers of dedication while the stadium reverberated in the rendition of the song Afo Modori Toro with some gospel acts leading. The inauguration ceremony featured the anthems of Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire and Nigeria, performances by pop music artists and cultural parade. Edem Asai reporting.
The city of Uyo Friday played host to Nigeria, Africa and the world at large as people of all colors and races trooped in to watch the inauguration of Akwa Ibom Stadium and a live match between Nigeria and Ghana. Outside the stadium, AKBC found out that the crowd was as large as the World Cup spectators, ranging from football fans, ex-football players, political groups, women, youths, and the elders. Despite the large crowd, entrances to the stadium were strictly on evidence of tickets provided by the state government. AI and Paul captured activities outside the stadium. Here's her report.
About the Akwa Ibom Stadium that is about to be inaugurated. At the moment, people are rushing from everywhere to ensure that they get seated before President Goodluck Jonathan and his counterpart arrive at the stadium together with the uncommon transformer Chief Godswill Obodo Akpabio.
Words alone cannot describe the large turnout at the Akwa Ibom Stadium complex for the inauguration and the football match. The entrance of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan Boulevard, which is the entrance and exit route of the stadium, was filled with people and vehicles were parked down to the exit at Idero Road. Amidst the fanfare, everybody that stepped into the stadium was screened by health workers, perhaps to check Ebola and other ailments. Outside the screening areas, bukas and eateries erected were filled to capacity as people who could not find themselves inside resorted to filling their stomach with food and drinks, and in turn, it was an avenue for traders to boost their businesses. For those that were unable to grab tickets, pieces of paper on the ground was an alternative, but unfortunately were turned back at the screening point. While to some people, standing outside the stadium was better than not going there at all. AKBC 45 News also found out that while waiting for the August visitors, some people collapsed and were revived by health workers who were on hand. To the people of the state, the day was Governor Akpabio's day because according to them, he has made history for generations to come.
Well, it is amazing that at least for the first time that we have this kind of edifice, not only in Akwa Ibom, but the entire South-Southern Nigeria in general. So it is a thing of pride, and it is amazing that His Excellency, through the grace of God, has been able to provide this for the people.
I am so excited. This is the type of thing I used to see in Germany. I feel I should be younger to enjoy this type of dream. He has made me proud. He has made the Akwa Ibom people proud. He has made West Africa proud. He has made Africa proud.
Oh, I must say that I am overwhelmed. The uncommon transformation program of our dear Governor, His Excellency Chief Dr. Godswill Obodo Akpabio, has been taken higher in my mind.
It's not the project, but the quality of the project. You can see the quality of the project he is doing. This is a case study, the International Stadium, so I'm very happy.
The stadium has made Akwa Ibom stand out in the world.
Today is historic. Today, words are not enough to explain what is happening in Akwa Ibom State today. Today we are seeing a great vision that will last into 20 or 50 years to come.
I couldn't believe that there's this kind of paradise in Akwa Ibom State. The illuminations, the state of art, everything so magnificent.
It was a good avenue to make ends meet, while others said they were waiting patiently for the football match.
Yes, I'm coming to sell my business. I just returned from China last week. So, I have sold a lot of this car.
One amazing scene was a struggle for food, T-shirt and face cap, while others were struggling to grab seats inside the stadium. The dream of the people became reality when Governor Akpabio, the President of Nigeria, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, President of Ghana, Dr. John Mahama, and that of Cote d'Ivoire, Alassane Ouattara, arrived at the stadium and commissioned the edifice.
At last, the Akwa Ibom Stadium has been commissioned by the President of Nigeria, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, in company of the President of Ghana and that of Cote d'Ivoire, who were brought in by the Governor of the state, Chief Godswill Obot Akpabio. From the stadium, Eyagino Paul reporting.
Thank you, Yaino. Now, the opening ceremony of the Akwa Ibom Stadium, which was carried live on the Super Sports channel, did not only sell the intended developmental strides of the Godswill Akpabio administration to the world, it also showcased the rich cultural heritage of the state. This is because the state government, in its welcome package, included the parade lineup, which reminded the visitors to the event that they were actually in Africa, though the premises looked foreign. Colonel Edem Efreti reports that the parade featured Akwa Ibom ancestral entertainment groups and the modern creation of Chief Godswill Akpabio.
It was item number 12 on the lineup titled Grand Parade. It was an exposition of what the state can boast of. Described as a journey across the line of uncommon transformation, it had the Ibom Brass Band providing the tunes, while its main features ran the white delineated red tracks around the green natural grass of the football pitch of the stadium as they showcased their best. They were the Greater Tomorrow Football Academy, which had two groups identifiable by their different uniforms, followed by the state cheerleaders, a development noticeable at Sports Species in Europe, which has debuted in Akwa Ibom with the establishment of the stadium. The Akwa Ibom professionals, a presentation of the future hope of the state, which spelled the wish of the Godswill Akpabio administration for his people, was on the parade. It demonstrated the state's yearning to lead in every aspect of life, including religion. The real rangers, warriors of a sort, were on the trail, followed by the image makers of the modern Akwa Ibom woman, known as the Uyaiban, a creation of the wife of the governor, Mrs. Ekaitu Norma Akpabio. They were followed by the Asian Idem group, which greeted the visitors with a dance step popularly referred to as Itembe. The colorfully dressed Center for Arts and Culture team were on the parade in their best, with the ancient cultic entertainment groups of the Akwa Ibom people, Ekpe and Ekpo, following. On the trail were 99 members of the 9,999 Akwa Ibom choral singers, a creation of Chief Godswill Akpabio, followed by the state's reformed fire service, with its men appearing in their transformed looks. Signing off the parade was the state ushers, who in their speechless moves communicated that Akwa Ibom has been elevated by Godswill Akpabio from just a state in Nigeria to a democratic state in Africa. This was corroborated by the President of the Federal Republic, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, when he made bold to say that the state was a model and a pace-setter. Colonel Edem Efreti reporting.
KBC News are done. We take a break. We have more news for you after this time out.
My challenge to the Akwa Ibom youth today is to rise up and protect the uncommon transformation. Rise up and protect the uncommon transformation. There must be sustainability. So for me as a governor, I'm charging Akwa Ibom children. The future belongs to you. Your fathers have done their bit. Rise up and protect your future. Bring a governor that will bring industrialization. Bring a governor that will bring progress. Bring a governor that will bring development. Not the one that goes on ethnic cleavage. Not the one that goes to bring tribalism. Not the one that gangs up with elders and wants to come through the window. I want to use this opportunity to congratulate our dear President, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, for the endorsement given to him by the National Executive Committee of our party as the sole candidate in 2015 presidential election. I want to thank the people of Nigeria for recognizing that leadership comes from God, and God gives it to whom He pleases. So I stand with my dear President so that it will succeed for my children to have Nigeria tomorrow. I thank Nigeria for supporting Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan.
Thank you for your time this morning. Akwa Ibom born and ex-Akwa United player Ememe Dwok scored the opening goal of the Akwa Ibom International Stadium when the Team B Super Eagles of Nigeria defeated Ghana's Black Meteors in Uyo. Ememe Dwok, who is the second highest goal scorer in the Nigeria Premier League, was adjudged the man of the game for his scintillizing runs and goal attempts, which kept the Ghanaians' defense busy. The Super Eagles, which dominated the game from the blast of the whistle, had earlier on been introduced to the President of Nigeria, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, his Ghanaian counterpart and the Governor of Akwa Ibom, Chief Godswill Akpabio, by the captain of the side, goalkeeper Agbim. One of the star players of the Eagles squadron, ex-player of Akwa United, Mfonudo, in an interview with sports editor Justice Dawsoro, expressed happiness for being selected to play for Nigeria and described the victory as sweet. The secretary of Akwa United Football Club, Mr. Joseph Eberefe, was full of praises for all Akwa Ibom sons, for an Akwa Ibom son to be the first to score on Akwa Ibom soil as the government inaugurated the stadium. Sports correspondent reports that the stadium inauguration attracted important state government functionaries who expressed their feelings on the stadium project.
To happen in Akwa Ibom State for this feat, for this edifice by this administration.
Every Akwa Ibom is proud of what we give God the glory.
I feel very happy, very great, very excited that it is happening in our time and in this in Akwa Ibom State.
Thank you, God, and I also praise our government. He has done well.
Commissioner for Information and Communications, Mr. Nika Numana, and the Special Advisor Technical Matters, Eti Donya, were happy at the inauguration, which attracted top world officials to Akwa Ibom.
I give thanks to the Almighty God that we have seen this day, that we look forward to is here, and this hour is here. The hour is about now that the dream and the vision of His Excellency the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Chief Dr. Godswill Akpabio, of turning Akwa in Africa has come to fruition on this 7th day of November 2014. I am so excited. We're happy to be inside this edifice, this 30,000 capacity international stadium, the nest of champions, complete with all facilities that you can think of globally. We're happy that His Excellency envisioned this for Akwa Ibom and he's made it real.
Excited. It's very inspiring, and I must thank God for bringing the world, to Akwa Ibom State through Chief Godswill Akpabio. This is one project that I've seen just like other projects from the beginning to the end, and I must be very, very grateful to God that this project has recorded the best safety for even Julius Berger. There's not been any fatality, and today, look at the mammoth crowd.
Nationals Friday Bo and 8 Mason were grateful to God to see such a project in their lifetime and commended the governor for considering sports in his development programs.
For young talent, for young players to go and see and how they can perform their arts for this kind of thing.
Okay. Well, I'm very happy and I'm very grateful to God that in my lifetime I can witness a landmark like this in Akwa Ibom. And I have to congratulate His Excellency Governor Akpabio for putting up a landmark like this, because this is a world-class facility.
Correspondent says the Super Eagles were presented with the Transformation Trophy, which they posed with to the admiration of football fans. About 5 million naira in bursary funds have been disbursed to more than 100 students of Orobanam local government area. The maiden edition of the Mbowanam Bursary Awards, which was the brainchild of the Orobanam Education Endowment Fund, attracted personalities including the Deputy Speaker, State House of Assembly, Sir Udo Akpan, who also inaugurated the Anam Hall to highlight the event. Fortune Omoshola tells us more.
The generous input into the Anam Education Endowment Fund by spirited individuals would not only represent a nascent idea, but would now annually provide a financial pillar of support for indigenous students in Orokanam. Sons and daughters of the community gathered to witness the maiden piece of the Mboa Anam Bursar Awards, a collective platform to invest in the future of the younger ones. Speaking on the vision of the Bursar Awards, the president of the Mboa Anam, Elder Thompson Okoyo, said the event would henceforth be a yearly affair with the intention to promote education and unity in the local government area.
The Bursar Award was organized originally in sale to provide financial assistance to only Anam individuals. But we consider it necessary to broaden the spectrum of the award to cover the entire local government area, to strengthen the bond of unity between all.
Confirming the status of the beneficiaries, the implementation committee headed by Elder Ephraim Oton called for the disbursement of the bursary to 101 students under the PhD, Masters, HND and degree categories. The Deputy Speaker of Akwa Ibom House of Assembly, Sir Udo Akpan, led the team of goodwill messages to stress on the judicious use of the facility by the beneficiaries while emphasizing on cordiality and resourcefulness among indigenes to attract more development to the area.
Let me commend the two clan heads for agreeing to work together for the betterment of our people. I believe that it's only where there's peace and harmony that progress can begin to come. And
an understatement that we cannot say that all these things have happened arising from a good decision the people of Orokanam made. It will be an opportunity to congratulate the people of Anam for considering it necessary to invest in the life and future of our children.
Others wanted the recipients to reciprocate such gesture by doing their vigorously.
So we are encouraging our children to go to school by this intention, so that they will be able to develop their hidden talent. Students study hard and come out successfully in their studies.
The Student Association of the local government in order to attract more.
Happy today for what God has used it to do for us. Also thank this wonderful association. This is not the first and this is not the second and this will not be the last.
The staff with of the Anam Unity Hall by the Deputy Speaker, State House of Assembly, Sir Udo Akpan, who also unveiled the plaque. Fortune Omoshola.
The Commissioner for Commerce and Industry, Elder Ford Nkaude, has given kudos to Governor Godswill Akpabio for completing the 30,000-seater Akwa Ibom Stadium. He gave the kudos in an AKBC television political enlightenment program, Democracy 4-5, to mark the inauguration of the stadium by President Goodluck Jonathan. Elder Nkaude explained that the inauguration of the Akwa Ibom Stadium has opened a roadmap for the economic and tourist potentials of the state to flourish. The Commissioner for Commerce and Industry described Governor Godswill Akpabio as a sincere and purposeful leader committed to the transformation of the state and its people.
We have transfigured and averaged the psyche of an average Akwa Ibom person to love good things, to cherish quality, cherish excellence. You see, that government can deliver, believe in government.
Elder Nkaude used the platform to congratulate Governor Godswill Akpabio for showcasing Akwa Ibom State to the world, expressing the hope that sports will blossom in the state. He advised the youths and indigenes of the state to take advantage of the facility to launch themselves and Akwa Ibom to the world.
Today, I can say of the truth that he was very modest about his assessment. He has taken Akwa Ibom beyond Nigeria. He has placed Akwa Ibom on the world map. You go to London now at the airport, they will tell you are in Nigeria, and they say, which part of Nigeria? You say, Akwa Ibom. You will be very shocked for a British man to pronounce Akwa Ibom very well.
Family members, friends, and sympathizers gathered at Ikore-Dibon, the Serubium local government area last Saturday to pay their last respects to Senior Deaconess Nko Simon Jacob, who died at 72. The funeral service, conducted by the AME Zion Church, took place at the deceased family compound, Ikore-Dibon. Idara Bongse filed this report, presented in our studios.
The officiating minister, the Reverend I.E. Ekpenyong, charged Christians not to put their hope on earthly acquisitions or titles, but only on God, who has power over life and death. Church attendance or membership, he emphasized, do not assure one of a place in heaven, but to live according to God's dictates. The Reverend Ekpenyong therefore urged Christians to put their hope in Jesus Christ as the only Savior of mankind.
Uweme mo iseneke nye kuba odiyongine mewu odowo na rini eri wana nie bendisme wo kerebo ke prebasi mo inie akemedi no imo ayanu apera ni ese bonie ke rimboromi aforidu wemi bibio oyan ikene ki wana ni mfuro.
A biography read by the deceased granddaughter, Mrs. Kofre Owaji Oyi, described Manyama as she was fondly called as a philanthropist and peacemaker who never discriminated but was ready at all times to assist anybody who needed her assistance. The vacuum which her death has created, they said, would be difficult to fill. In an interview, the first daughter of the deceased said she was happy to be alive and to be able to give her mother a befitting burial. The remains of Senior Deaconess Nko Jacob were later interred in her family compound.
That's our package this morning, but just before we go, another look at the top stories. President Goodluck Jonathan has held the PDP government in Akwa Ibom State for striving to meet the people's aspirations. He heaped the praises on government during the inauguration of the state stadium complex on Friday in Uyo. We also told you that Akwa Ibom's rich cultural heritage has been showcased to the world. As a package, we have another outing for you at 8 tonight. Do join us. Have a wonderful Sunday.